Namibia, a land of stark contrasts, is defined by its vast, barren landscapes and extreme conditions. Despite the absence of water and the relentless desert sands, life thrives here. The Namib Desert, over 55 million years old, hosts a resilient ecosystem where plants, animals, and even humans have adapted to survive. Deserts that seem lifeless can spring to life after a brief rainfall, turning dry riverbeds into temporary oases. In this harsh environment, every drop of water is precious, and even the smallest creatures play a vital role in the delicate balance of life. Etosha National Park, life in the heart of Namibia. Picture yourself in the middle of a vast, dry plain, where dust fills the air, and the horizon seems endless. This is Etosha National Park, one of Namibia's crown jewels. The name Etosha, which means Great White Place in the Oshiwambo language, comes from the massive salt pan that stretches over a quarter of the park. During the scorching dry season, the pan is a desolate, cracked surface, seemingly void of life. But when the rains come, it transforms into a shimmering, shallow lake, drawing an incredible array of wildlife from all corners of the region. Despite the extreme conditions, Etosha is a vibrant sanctuary for a wide variety of animals. Picture herds of zebras, springboks, wildebeests, and the majestic oryx moving gracefully across the plains, always in search of food. In this unforgiving landscape, water is more precious than gold, and the water holes scattered throughout the park become vital lifelines. These water sources are where life's greatest dramas unfold, as animals gather, not just for survival, but often risking their lives in the process. Take the zebra, for example, one of Etosha's most recognizable inhabitants. With their distinctive black and white stripes, zebras are stunning creatures, but their survival is no easy feat. They are not well adapted to go long periods without water, unlike some of the more drought-resistant animals. This forces them to undertake long migrations, constantly on the move to find the water they need to live. The dry season presents the greatest challenge, as food becomes scarce, and the searing heat makes survival a daily struggle. Yet, despite these hardships, Etosha offers these animals a relative refuge compared to the harsh desert surrounding the park. There's at least some vegetation, and the waterholes, although few, provide a glimmer of hope. But this sanctuary is not without its dangers. Every trip to the waterhole is a gamble, especially with the ever-present threat of predators like lions lurking nearby. In Etosha, the need for water forces animals to make risky choices, often bringing them into close proximity with their fiercest adversaries. The balance of life and death here is razor thin, and it's this constant tension that makes Etosha one of the most fascinating wildlife spectacles on Earth. The oryx, desert survivors extraordinaire. When it comes to thriving in Namibia's unforgiving desert landscape, few animals can compare to the oryx, also known as the gemsbok. This striking antelope, with its bold black and white face markings and impressive long straight horns, is a true symbol of desert survival. Found in both Etosha National Park and the vast Namib Desert, the oryx has developed a fascinating range of adaptations that enable it to endure some of the harshest conditions on the planet. One of the oryx's standout abilities is its capacity to withstand incredibly high body temperatures. While most mammals would experience severe heat stress if their body temperature climbed too high, the oryx can safely allow its internal temperature to reach a scorching 45 degrees Celsius, 113 degrees Fahrenheit, without harm. This remarkable tolerance means the oryx doesn't have to sweat or pant excessively, helping it conserve the precious water needed to survive. In addition, the oryx has a unique cooling system that keeps its brain from overheating. Blood vessels in its nasal passages cool the blood before it reaches the brain, allowing the oryx to function in extreme heat, even when temperatures outside rise above 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. This clever adaptation is vital for surviving the sweltering desert days, where seeking shade isn't always an option. When the dry season hits and food becomes sparse, the oryx relies on a diet of tough, dry grasses and thorny plants, items that would be inedible to most other animals. Even more impressively, the oryx can extract moisture from these plants, allowing it to go without drinking water for extended periods. This ability to utilize hidden water sources gives the oryx a distinct edge in Namibia's arid wilderness, making it a true master of desert survival. Predators of Etosha, lions and their prey. Etosha's waterholes are much more than just a vital resource for herbivores. They are also the prime hunting grounds for the park's top predators. Lions, leopards, and hyenas all make their presence known around the water's edge, patiently lying in wait for the perfect moment to strike. The dry season, in particular, brings plenty of opportunities for these hunters, as thirsty herbivores are forced to gather around the few remaining water sources. Lions, the apex predators of Etosha, are especially skilled in taking advantage of this, using their power and teamwork to bring down large prey, such as zebras, wildebeests, and even towering giraffes. Lions in Etosha have developed specific adaptations to help them thrive in this arid environment. They are most active during the cooler hours of dawn and dusk, when their prey is also on the move. During the heat of the day, lions often seek refuge in the shade, conserving their energy for the evening hunt. Lion prides in this region tend to be large, with multiple females working together in a highly coordinated manner to bring down large animals that would be impossible to take down alone. This cooperation allows them to successfully target zebras, wildebeests, and other sizable herbivores, which are all crucial to their survival in such a harsh environment. Zebras, springboks, and wildebeests are the primary targets for Etosha's lions, all of which are compelled to visit the waterholes to drink. Lions are stealthy ambush predators, often hiding in tall grasses or thorny bushes as they inch closer to their prey. Once they're within striking distance, they rely on their immense speed and strength to launch a surprise attack, bringing down their prey with a powerful bite to the throat or the back of the neck. But life in Etosha is no easy task, even for lions. The dry season can be brutally long, and water becomes increasingly scarce for all animals, including predators. Lions must carefully balance the need to hunt with their own hydration needs, often returning to the same waterhole day after day to drink deeply after a successful hunt. These waterholes are essential lifelines, not just for their prey, but for the lions themselves, until the rains finally come to rejuvenate the landscape and bring relief to all. Further south from Etosha lies another remarkable conservation area, Irindi Game Reserve, where water dominates the landscape. Here, predators like the Nile crocodile reign supreme, demonstrating their ancient ambush skills in the lush wetlands. However, even in Etosha's dry plains, the balance between predator and prey is a constant, tense dance of survival, making it one of the most captivating wildlife experiences on Earth. The battle for food, hyenas and jackals. In the wildlands of Namibia, the battle for food is not limited to apex predators like lions and leopards. Scavengers such as hyenas and jackals are crucial to the ecosystem, ensuring that every part of a kill is utilized. These opportunistic creatures play a vital role in cleaning up carcasses, but they are also highly skilled hunters when the opportunity arises. Whether in Irindi or Etosha, the arrival of hyenas at a kill site usually signals the end of the feast for larger predators like lions or wild dogs. But hyenas are far from passive scavengers. They are powerful hunters in their own right, and their arrival at a kill site often leads to a dramatic shift in control. The brown hyena, in particular, is a master at surviving in harsh environments where food is scarce. Although they prefer to scavenge, brown hyenas are capable hunters when necessary, preying on smaller animals like rodents or birds when the chance arises. Their adaptability and strong sense of smell help them locate carcasses from miles away, making them formidable competitors in the search for food. Jackals, smaller in size but just as resourceful, are constantly on the lookout for leftovers from larger predators. They are true, opportunistic feeders, eating anything from insects to the remains of a lion's kill. While their small stature makes them vulnerable to being chased off by larger animals, jackals rely on their speed and cunning to dart in, grab a quick bite, and retreat to safety. Their ability to adapt to different environments, from deserts to savannahs, is a key to their survival in Namibia's competitive landscape. At a kill site, the interaction between hyenas, jackals, and other scavengers is a fascinating display of animal behavior. Hyenas, with their powerful jaws, are capable of breaking open bones to access the nutritious marrow inside, something most other animals cannot do. This ability gives them an advantage over other scavengers and ensures they can extract every bit of value from a carcass. Jackals, on the other hand, use their agility to grab smaller scraps, quickly dashing in and out before larger predators can react. This intricate dance of survival is a testament to the complex and competitive relationships that exist within Namibia's ecosystems. Despite their status as scavengers, both hyenas and jackals play an essential role in maintaining the balance of life in the wild. By consuming the remains that larger predators leave behind, they help prevent the spread of disease and ensure that nothing goes to waste in the harsh Namibian wilderness. The fog-dependent desert, a surprising source of life. Namibia's coastal desert may seem barren at first glance, but hidden within this harsh landscape is a unique source of life: fog. While rain rarely graces this arid region, fog rolls in daily from the Atlantic Ocean, providing a crucial lifeline of moisture for the desert's plants and animals. This fog, rich with tiny water droplets, clings to rocks, plants, and even animals, enabling them to survive in a place where water is otherwise almost non-existent. One of the most extraordinary beneficiaries of this fog is the welwitschia plant, a true marvel of nature. Considered one of the oldest living species on the planet, the welwitschia can survive for over 1,000 years. Its two long, sprawling leaves, which continue growing throughout its life, capture water directly from the fog. These leaves channel moisture down to the plant's roots, allowing it to thrive in an environment where rainfall is a rare event. The sight of these ancient, twisted plants in the desert is a reminder of nature's remarkable ability to adapt. But plants aren't the only ones that have figured out how to utilize the fog. Animals, too, have developed unique strategies to extract water from this seemingly inhospitable environment. Beetles and lizards, for example, use their bodies to trap moisture from the fog, ensuring their survival in this parched landscape. Even elephants, creatures typically associated with lush savannas, have learned to adapt to the fog-dependent ecosystem of Namibia's desert. These elephants have been observed collecting moisture with their trunks from fog-drenched rocks and plants, demonstrating their incredible ability to adapt to one of the harshest environments on Earth. Despite the lack of rain, this fog sustains an entire ecosystem, showcasing how life can flourish even in the most unexpected and challenging places. Sossusvlei, a landscape of giants and ghosts. In the heart of the Namib Desert, Sossusvlei stands as a mesmerizing landscape of towering sand dunes and ancient clay pans, offering one of Africa's most iconic vistas. The dunes here are among the tallest in the world, some reaching staggering heights of over 350 meters, 1,150 feet. Their striking red hues, sculpted by relentless winds over millions of years, create a dramatic contrast against the blue skies, a testament to both the power and the beauty of Namibia's desert landscapes. Nestled between these colossal dunes is Dedvlei, a hauntingly beautiful clay pan that once teemed with life. Long ago, Dedvlei was a vibrant wetland, but now it stands as a dry, cracked expanse, its surface dotted with the skeletal remains of camelthorn trees that perished over 900 years ago. These trees, their dark and twisted forms preserved by the arid climate, rise eerily from the white clay, starkly contrasting with the vivid red dunes around them. This striking scene, where nature's power and fragility are frozen in time, has become a favorite for photographers and adventurers from around the globe. Even in this extreme environment, life continues to find a way. The elusive sidewinder snake, with its distinctive sideways motion, glides effortlessly across the scorching sands in search of prey. Meanwhile, the horned viper, perfectly camouflaged, lies in wait, ready to strike at any unsuspecting creatures that pass by. These resilient reptiles are perfectly adapted to survive the desert's harsh conditions, where daytime temperatures can soar above 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Sossusvlei, with its giant dunes and ghostly remnants of the past, is a place where time seems to stand still, offering a glimpse into both the timeless beauty and unforgiving nature of the Namib Desert. The nomads of Puros. Giraffes and their journey for food. In the remote and rugged Puros Hills, a different kind of survival tale unfolds as giraffes, the tallest animals on Earth, embark on long, treacherous journeys in search of food and water. Unlike their relatives in the savannahs, where vegetation and water are plentiful, the giraffes of Puros must endure an unforgiving, arid landscape where sustenance is scarce and water is even harder to find. Their journey is fraught with challenges. The relentless heat of the desert sun beats down on them, with little to no shade offering respite. To cope, these giraffes travel during the cooler hours of dawn and dusk, using the precious moments of relief to cover more ground. Although predators are few in this remote region, the harsh environment itself poses the greatest threat. Days can pass before the giraffes find a few scattered trees, offering enough leaves to sustain them, making every step of their journey a gamble for survival. Yet, these giraffes have evolved to endure the difficult conditions of Puros. Their long necks give them access to leaves high in trees, beyond the reach of other herbivores. Additionally, their bodies have adapted to survive for extended periods without water, a critical advantage in this dry and barren landscape. Still, life here is a daily test of endurance, even for these towering giants. Welwitschia, the desert's ancient survivor. Among the many unusual and fascinating plants that call Namibia's deserts home, the Welwitschia stands out as perhaps the most extraordinary. Found only in the Namib Desert, this ancient plant has earned the title of a living fossil due to its remarkable longevity. Some Welwitschias are believed to be over 1,000 years old, making them among the oldest living plants on Earth. What makes the Welwitschia's survival strategy so unique is its simplicity. The plant has only 2 leaves, which grow continuously throughout its entire life, and it depends on fog as its primary source of moisture. Each morning, fog from the Atlantic Ocean rolls inland, providing the Welwitschia with the essential water it needs to endure. The plant's long, sprawling leaves capture the moisture from the fog and channel it down to its roots, allowing it to thrive in one of the driest environments on the planet, where rainfall is almost non-existent. Despite its ancient and somewhat weathered appearance, the Welwitschia is an incredibly resilient survivor. It can withstand extreme temperatures, prolonged droughts, and the fierce desert winds that constantly sweep across the Namib. Its ability to thrive in such a hostile environment makes the Welwitschia a powerful symbol of endurance and adaptation in Namibia's wildlands, embodying the tenacity of life even in the harshest conditions. The struggle for water, elephants and waterholes. In Namibia's unforgiving deserts, water is the most precious and scarce resource. For many animals, reaching a waterhole can mean the difference between life and death. Elephants, giraffes, zebras, and other herbivores must often journey across vast distances, sometimes covering hundreds of kilometers, to find these rare oases. The trek is long, grueling, and the competition for water is intense. For elephants, the largest land mammals on Earth, the need for water is particularly critical. Their enormous bodies require vast amounts of hydration, and the limited number of water holes in the desert means they are constantly on the move, seeking out the next source of life-sustaining liquid. When they finally reach a water hole, elephants drink deeply, consuming up to 50 liters, 13 gallons, in a single sitting. But even for these giants, the water may not last long, forcing them to continue their endless search. However, the water holes are not just essential for herbivores. Predators, such as lions and hyenas, also rely on these precious spots. The presence of these dangerous carnivores adds an additional layer of peril for the animals seeking water. Every visit to a water hole is fraught with risk, as herbivores must remain constantly alert, ready to flee at the first sign of danger. The struggle for water in Namibia's deserts is a relentless battle for survival, where every drop counts, and every trip to the water hole could be their last. The Springboks battle for territory. In the harsh wildlands of Namibia, the springbok, with its distinctive white belly and striking dark stripes, stands as a symbol of resilience. These agile antelopes are uniquely adapted to survive in the desert, able to go days without drinking by relying on the sparse vegetation to sustain them. However, for male springboks, the challenge isn't just finding food, it's defending their territory. Male springboks fiercely compete for control of territories near waterholes, where access to water and potential mates is crucial. These battles for dominance are intense, with males using their long, curved horns to lock in combat. It's a test of both strength and endurance, and the winner claims not only the territory, but the right to breed with nearby females. Meanwhile, the defeated males are forced to move on, seeking another place to stake their claim. Yet, for the victor, the battle is far from over. Other males are always waiting to challenge for control, leading to a never-ending cycle of territorial defense. These fights are about more than just survival. They're about reproduction. The males who hold the best territories have the greatest chance to attract females and ensure their genes are passed on to the next generation. Night in Etosha, the Black Rhino's Secret Society. As darkness falls over Etosha, the vibrant landscape transforms into a world of shadows, and the elusive black rhinoceros emerges from its daytime hiding places. These solitary creatures, among the most endangered in Africa, come together at waterholes during the cool of the night, forming a secret society that few ever witness. At night, black rhinos, typically lone wanderers, gather in a rare display of tolerance at the waterholes, drinking side by side in an unspoken truce. Despite their territorial and solitary nature, the dry season forces them to share these essential resources, creating a temporary and fragile sense of community. However, once the water is gone, the truce dissolves, and the rhinos return to their isolated ways, with competition for territory resuming in the vast wilderness. The black rhino is a powerful symbol of strength and vulnerability in Namibia. Despite their massive size and formidable presence, black rhinos are critically endangered, with only a few thousand remaining in the wild. Poaching, habitat destruction, and human-wildlife conflict continue to threaten their existence, leaving the future of these magnificent creatures uncertain. The struggle for survival in Namibia. Namibia's wildlands are a place of extremes, where survival is a daily challenge for every living creature. From the scorching heat of the Namib Desert to the vital waterholes of Etosha, each plant and animal has uniquely adapted to endure this harsh environment. However, with climate change and expanding deserts, the future of these wildlands is uncertain. Despite the rising challenges, life continues to persist. The resilient animals of Namibia have thrived in this unforgiving landscape for millions of years, and they will continue as long as water, food, and the will to survive remain.